Hi, this is Bruce Kulick, and you're watching ESP TV.
This is the second album, you know, well, technically the third album that I did with Anthrax. And yeah, I produced it and recorded it, and as well as played guitar on it. And it's, you know, it's definitely something I've gotten used to, you know, over the years, like playing those two sides, you know, because it's a totally different gig, you know, producing and recording as opposed to playing. You know, it's just a different mindset. It's a different hat, so to speak. And yeah, we worked really hard on this album, and we're super excited about it and very proud of it. And you know, the band definitely went through a lot of ups and downs and dramatic stuff, and we stuck it out, and the end result is a really powerful, heartfelt record, you know, and it's something I'm really proud of as a producer, as a player. And I know the rest of the guys feel the same way. You know, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into it. Right now, the touring, you know, with Anthrax, the touring schedule right now is so hectic that we're just in that mode right now. You know, I don't think anyone's. It's just too soon to be thinking about new stuff. You know, we're just trying to catch up on some sleep when we can at this point. Yeah, we're flying all over the world constantly lately. I fly back to New York for a couple of days, and then we all go to South America for some really crazy shows. You know, I think the first one down there is in Mexico City. So, yeah. South America is always amazing, you know, especially for heavy music, and for Anthrax. Yeah, it's just the shows are just over the top. The kids down there are so passionate and so excited every time we come by. Damn Things is a really interesting project. It's basically Scott Ian, Joe Troman, Andy Hurley. Joe and Andy are from the band Fall Out Boy, and Keith Buckley on vocals from Every Time I Die. And we just got together as friends, and you know, we wrote a really fun, cool rock and roll record. You know, and that's what we set out to do, and I think we achieved that, and it was a blast. You know, we did a whole album cycle. You know, the album came out on Island. It's called Ironiclast, and we had some killer tours. We toured with bands like Volbeat and Buck Cherry, and did all the big festivals overseas and stuff, and it was a blast. You know, everyone in that band is also in other bands that are really busy and you know, successful and doing big stuff. So. Scheduling is definitely a nightmare in that kind of situation, in that kind of band. So right now, you know, it's definitely Anthrax 1000%. You know, we're just, you know, Scott and I are just focusing on that right now, and it's been killer. But you know, hopefully the stars will align, and you know, we'll be able to do another Damn Things record and go out there and make some more noise. It'll be fun. You need to figure out what you want to do as a player. You know, you need to set your goals, and you know, a lot of guys get really caught up on all the crazy technique, and they sit in their room for, you know, 24 hours a day and just go through scales and metronome and all that stuff. And not to say that there's anything wrong with that at all, but because there is definitely a place for that kind of stuff. But it just depends on what you want to achieve as a guitar player and as a musician, you know. For me personally, I always considered myself more of a musician than anything else, like an overall musician. You know what I mean? I play drums, I play bass, I play keys, I could play, you know, I could pretty much make anything I think sound good. I never tried the trumpet though, but yeah, it's just kind of like, I feel like if you want to be a good musician, you want to be a good guitar player, for example, you know what? Study the drums a little bit, you know? Like jam with a drummer. Like that's the best way to really understand how music, like, you know, clicks together and how instruments kind of wrap around each other, you know what I mean? You want to be a great drummer? You know what? Look at the bass player. Like, study the bass a little bit. You know, see what he's doing. It's like that kind of stuff. And I always thought like that, you know? It was never like, let me, you know, jerk off in my room playing scales every day. And it's like, yeah, I mean, there is a place for that. But I find, you know, a lot of guys get lost in the stuff. And the musicality kind of becomes secondary to the technique, you know? And it's one of my goals is to always make my playing musical and memorable, but still exciting at the same time, you know? I think that's the key. And it's like, if I can listen back to it and kind of be excited about it, you know, I kind of achieved what I wanted to achieve. And at that point, I could just only hope that the fans dig it, you know? That's the best I can do.